Every day, your brain is being trained to lose focus. It's not just you, this is happening to almost everyone. Think about it, constant phone notifications, endless scrolling, and switching between tabs have become the norm. If you find it hard to focus for even 10 minutes, it's not a sign of laziness. The truth is your attention is under attack from all directions. In this video, we'll uncover why this happens and, more importantly, how you can reclaim your ability to focus deeply and effectively. Most people believe that focus is all about motivation, but that's not the case. Focus is actually a skill, one that you can train and improve just like any other. Imagine sitting in a dark room, frustrated at your desk, unable to get anything done. The good news is you're not stuck this way. In this video, I'll share neuroscience-backed methods that help me focus for hours without constantly checking my phone or procrastinating. These techniques are simple, yet most people don't use them correctly. Start with a crucial truth. Distraction is not an accident. The apps you use, the notifications you receive, and the endless social media feeds are all designed to hijack your brain's dopamine system. Every time you switch tasks or check your phone, your brain gets a tiny reward. Over time, this trains your brain to crave novelty and stimulation every few seconds. That's why deep work feels so uncomfortable now. Your brain expects constant excitement, making it harder to focus. To improve your focus, you first need to reduce distractions. Imagine replacing a chaotic, noisy workspace with a calm, organized one. This simple shift can make a huge difference. When your environment stops bombarding you with stimulation, your brain can finally settle down and concentrate. It's not about willpower, it's about making focus easier by removing the things that constantly pull your attention away. One technique that completely changed my ability to focus is called the 10-minute rule. Instead of telling yourself you need to study or work for hours, you simply commit to focusing for the next 10 minutes. That's it, because starting is always the hardest part. When a task feels overwhelming, your brain resists, but 10 minutes, that feels manageable. This small commitment helps you break through the initial resistance and get started. Our brains naturally avoid difficult or boring tasks, especially when they seem to stretch on forever. That's why the idea of working for hours can feel impossible. But when you shrink your goal to just 10 minutes, your brain is much more willing to cooperate. This trick works because it lowers the mental barrier to getting started. Once you begin, you'll often find it easier to keep going. Let's talk about dopamine. This chemical is responsible for motivation and reward in your brain. Every notification, every new post, every message gives you a tiny dopamine hit. Over time, your brain starts craving these hits, making it harder to focus on anything that doesn't provide instant gratification. Understanding this process is the first step to regaining control over your attention. Many of the world's most successful people design their environments to minimize distractions. They turn off notifications, keep their phones out of reach, and create dedicated spaces for deep work. You can do the same. By making small changes to your surroundings, you can make focus your default state instead of distraction. Building a routine is another powerful way to train your focus. When you work at the same time and place each day, your brain learns to associate that environment with concentration. Over time, it becomes easier to slip into a focused state. Consistency is key. Small, repeated actions build strong habits. Multitasking might feel productive, but it actually destroys your focus. Your brain can only concentrate on one thing at a time. When you try to juggle multiple tasks, you end up doing all of them poorly. Instead, commit to single tasking. Give your full attention to one task before moving on to the next. You'll get more done and the quality of your work will improve. Taking regular breaks is essential for maintaining focus over long periods. Your brain can only concentrate for so long before it needs a rest. Short, scheduled breaks help you recharge and return to your work with renewed energy. Don't wait until you're exhausted. Plan your breaks in advance for the best results. Mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing can strengthen your attention over time. These techniques train your brain to notice when it's wandering and gently bring it back to the present moment. Even a few minutes a day can make a noticeable difference in your ability to focus. Never underestimate the power of sleep. A tired brain is a distracted brain. Getting enough rest each night is one of the simplest ways to improve your focus. Prioritize your sleep and you'll find it much easier to concentrate and get things done during the day. Remember, focus is a skill that gets stronger with practice. The more you train your attention, the easier it becomes to concentrate for longer periods. Don't get discouraged if it feels difficult at first. With time and consistent effort, you'll see real improvements. You don't have to accept a life of constant distraction. By understanding how your brain works and using simple, science-backed techniques, you can train yourself to focus deeply again. Start small, be patient, and watch as your ability to concentrate transforms your productivity and your life.